What's up, T Games and Star Stuff? That's a lot of stuff right there. What's up, Johnny Mendoza? Gonna be blown away by this week's ISC. Oh, I hope so. I hope so. Throw some mic emojis in the chat if you can hear you, boy. I don't know if I'm talking to myself here. Right on, appreciate it, y'all. What's up, Robert Loja? Just one sec here, and we're gonna dive on in. Appreciate it, WRX Curve. Thank you. Let's go ahead and get it cracking. Good evening and morning to you. Hey, y'all already in the chat talking about we're gonna be blown away by this week's episode. I hope so, man. I love to be blown away. I haven't taken a look just in case this is your first time here. I wait to watch it with you guys. So thanks for being here. So we're gonna go ahead and get right to it. Let me kill this music real quick. What do we got? It is Thursday, about 5 p.m. Eastern. It's a lovely Thursday today, wouldn't you agree? Let's kill this music. I wish they would stream this in 1440, man. I really do.
Star Citizen is a big game with big ideals, bigger aspirations, and some of the very biggest spaceships. And while there's lots to do in the persistent universe, with more and more things being added to every patch, it's these spaceships that sit at the center of everything. That's why each year the community votes big in our annual Ship Showdown. Your chance to determine the best of the best and award the winners with new and exclusive paints. And since this year's event starts up on Monday in like 4 days, we've got a special all-vehicle sprint report for you this week. A sprint showdown, if you would. And we're gonna start with a big look at the upcoming Drake Corsair, seen over the course of 2 consecutive sprints. As the ship moves through gray box phase, you can see the exterior detail begin to take shape, as this sprint focused primarily on the nacelle and connecting areas of the starboard side of this asymmetrical vehicle to build them out so they feel properly big and chunky and structurally and functionally sound, as is the Drake way. Now, the lighter gray areas are the original concept mesh, which serves as a guide to artists to maintain the original scale and shape whenever possible. The Drake visual style is often about layering, with the interior structure poking out from beneath the more clad exterior, and as Greybox continues, it'll get closer and closer to the detailed mesh of the concept while maintaining the performance.
Check. Okay.
Closer and closer to the detailed mesh of the concept while maintaining the performance and optimization standards developed since it was first envisioned. Now, not every part of a ship moves through the pipeline at the same pace, as you can see here with the remote turret jumping from concept mesh straight ahead to final art, since it's a relatively small, self-contained, and not needing the same level of iteration part as the rest of the ship. And we also have this look at working out the landing gear, a hallmark of any gray box phase, making certain it's both stylish enough to maintain the manufacturer look, while functional enough so that the physics system won't topple the entire ship over. Unless the wind kicks up, or Burks lands it. Savage. And on the inside, this sprint also featured work on the crew quarters with a mix of gray box and final art work coming along quite quickly that's been enabled by efforts of team members from previous Drake ships.
I think they'd have separate rooms. All right.
And then 2 weeks later, after the conclusion of another sprint, you can see more additions made like the loading ramp, a combination of several pieces that fold down and extend out to allow access through the rear of the ship. And yes, it's big enough for an Ursa and other similarly sized ground vehicles.
Okay.
Let's move up the ramp into the cargo hold, where the process of gray box is being tweaked to include material assignments, adding a bit of color to the otherwise gradient-only phase and allowing artists to better see and gauge shape breakout without having to dip into final art early, as can sometimes happen. Here's another look at the landing gear 2 weeks on with improved animation and detail. And perhaps most excitingly, this sprint was where the wings were attached to the finished nacelles, necessitating 2 separate attachment and transformation systems for each side due to the asymmetrical nature of the ship, which you can see here with these little doors that open to allow folding up and then close down flat when extended for maximum aerodynamics.
Jeez.
You may also notice the thruster flaps are being made to extend and contract to adjust the amount of force being exerted. Gotta love that Drake functionality. So feedback during this sprint was to push for a greater diversity between the attached sensor rods from the concept and the mounted weapons on the wings, with additional considerations regarding the front-loading hangars on planets and stations and the potential adjustments that may need to be made to the wings, and, well, we're just gonna have to see how those things progress over the next few sprints. And while we're on the multi-sprint look at spaceships, let's check in with a little tugboat that could, the Argo SRV, which entered gray box phase with 1 artist on the exterior and 1 on the interior, and those eagle-eyed viewers may notice that the ship has grown just a little bit in the cockpit area to allow for the enter-exit animations from the pilot seat.
That's good.
And while we're in here, let's take a look at the early gray box phase of the inside. Yeah, you can see here that staff are taking craft from the raft, especially in the aft, because we're not daft.
Warbond fuzzy dice.
I should stop this graft before I get the shaft, because no one laughed. And then 2 sprints later, we can see the SRV much farther along in gray box phase, getting all the main shapes in, beginning the discovery of material breakup, and really just refining the entire model overall. Yeah, you could say it's enough to make one shaft. I'm sorry, I have a problem. To make up for that, here are some follow-up images of the Banu merchantman from the same time as our Alien Week segment back in June. Mostly to showcase how important having the right FOV on your camera is in avoiding duckbill platypus face. Same ship, correct FOV. Sorry, Ben. And moving from ship to ship feature news, you can see here the first iteration of the vehicle salvage HUD for the upcoming Vulture, Reclaimer, and more. Now on the left are all the details that are target relevant. The remaining surface area, your remaining cargo space, and extraction rate. And on the right, things like type of nozzle, cutter, and tractor, the various attributes you'll need to manage, and present range. And then you can see their first, still early implementation in engine, as seen here on the Vulture, and then on the turret from a Reclaimer.
Man, it looked like a job to take all that away.
Now for how all this works, what the final implementation looks like with a full UI and VFX, and with the internal functionality that ends with a nice crate of materials that you can sell or trade, well, there's still some time between now and the release of Alpha 3.18, so you can expect to see more as we get closer to release. And as a neat bonus, work on the gimbal system for hull scraping has led to new technology that may eventually change the way all gimbals work. What you're seeing here is variable drag and speed based on size and weight, both for the gimbal itself and the item attached to it. What this ultimately means is more customization for players, allowing for faster, smoother gimbals with smaller, lighter items and weapons, and a potential removal of the size restriction for weapons on gimbals, letting players one day use them with weapons of a hardpoint's maximum size, with the requisite trade-off in drag and speed. It's a great example of work for one system potentially leading to improvements in another. And then, in preparation of one of the biggest Life in the Verse changes coming sometime next year, the Hammerhead just had a sprint retrofitting it with internal power relays, a necessary component of the resource management system that is at the center of everything from engineering gameplay, life support, increased time to kill, on-site repair, and the foundational basis for true multi-crew gameplay.
Yes.
Now, there's still quite a journey ahead for resource management, but it's exciting to see the work beginning to get integrated into the Persistent universe proper. Now, of course, those are just the updates on the ships that we can currently tell you about ahead of CitizenCon and IAE on this special Showdown Sprint Report. But maybe you're asking yourself, hey, Jared, Ship Showdown 2952 doesn't start for another 4 days. Surely you've got something more than spaceships to show us. Well, it's still a little bit early, but I suppose we can tease this look at recent tests of the UI card system, a brand new way to take building blocks and display it dynamically and diegetically throughout the Persistent universe in Squadron 42. Just don't tell anyone.
What? That's hot. What? Yo, that's dope. Yeah. CIG be crushing it, man.
So what did we learn this week? Well, we learned that the Corsair, asymmetrical explorer from Drake, is making pretty solid progress through the ship pipeline. That ongoing work on salvage and hull scraping may yet lead to positive changes for the combat experience through gimbal improvements. That work is already underway retrofitting some of our ships for the enormous change resource management will bring later next year. That FOV is super important if you don't want 36 duck memes of the Banu merchantman.
Yeah, for real.
And that Ship Showdown 2952 begins this Monday, and it's your chance to decide the best of the best over the following month. For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee, here inside the performance capture stage, where characters from Star Citizen and Squadron 42 will be brought to life by tremendous performers as time goes on. We'll see you all here next week.
What's with the little dummy
Performers
in
as time, where
Little
characters
empty
from
suit.
Star Citizen and Squadron 42 will be brought to life by tremendous performers as time goes on. We'll see you all here next week.
Poetry snaps. That was good, especially that
You do a
last
couple
part.
gestures like.
I should have used that in a thumbnail. Bloody nice. Yeah, that was good, man. That was good. I was hoping that they would talk about that unannounced ship that they had mentioned in, where was that? I don't know, somewhere. I was really looking forward to that. But this was good, man. This was solid. What'd y'all think about that? I know a lot of y'all had already seen that. Let me see. Let me scroll up here. What we got? Hell yeah, Corsair. That's right, Matt. Honestly, controversial opinion here. I think the Corsair looks better without the wings than with them. Really? Without the wings, it looks like a... I don't know what the hell. Anyway, it looked like something you would stick in something and then pop the top and then pour something down it, because it's got that shape that like tapers as it gets toward the front. So it looks like some kind of like funnel type of thing. Pour some oil in your car with that if you didn't have the wings on it. Let's see. +1 with 1G. 11G said. Really? Y'all both like that without the wings? Oh, man, that's what makes it to me, man. I love them wings that offset, man. That Star Wars look to it. I would love, it ain't gonna never happen, but ideally what I would love to see is a variant with a nicer interior, not an Origin interior, but something like a little below Origin interior. Because I love the ship. I just don't love the, I wouldn't want to be traveling and look at that Drake interior. And I love Drake, but man, I did love the crew quarters, man. I didn't realize there was going to be separate quarters for all the crew in there, and they look cozy, man. They had some stuff hanging in the little nets up top above the bunks. I like that, man. That was hot. It made it really look like you in deep. You on a long trip and you got all your stuff with you, man. Looked like being in a submarine. That's what it was like. It's like the interior of a submarine, which I'm sure probably happens with a lot of the Drake ships. And like the Caterpillar is kind of like being inside of a submarine. Let's see. Hell chat mods and dig that. What's up, Jay Sparrow? What's going on, boss? Johnny Mendoza, now it gets juicy. Yes, he did. What the hell? How did I miss that? I didn't even see that. Oh, maybe I was writing something. Yo, they are so intricate with their landing gear. Boy got put on his ass by a ship. Yeah, man, these bunks. I love the little cargo nets above them. You should have like a shaving kit laying somewhere. Let's see. This dude says skeet. Oh, man. T-Games and Star said fire. Told you. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did, Johnny. Yes, you did. School as hell. New mocap studio looks sick. Feels good to see all this donation money building something. Yeah, for real, man. Like, a lot of people think that they just collect the money and tricking it off, but I mean, you could just see in everything that they got going on in the background and all the different, not just that location, all the different locations. I mean, that, man, the people that work there, what, they 700 plus, they got a lot of salaries they paying, they building stuff, they got man, they are doing big things, man. Doing real big things, man. So I don't have no complaints about how they handle their budget, unlike a lot of people who, you know, a lot of people's gonna find faults and ways to complain about anything. But I'm loving it, like, hot. Tony Barker said hot. Makes me think of Hank Hill. Peggy, you look hot. Hoping an unannounced variant is the Achilles. SC Leaks found it in the game files a while back. Bomber with MSR assets. You know, I haven't taken a look at that, man. I'm so behind on all the stuff right now. Without the wings, it looks like a chonker freelancer. Oh, man. I don't know if that's bad or that's good, man. That Tony Stark UI is sick. Yeah, it is. That was hot. It was. I hadn't even heard anything about that. That was dope. That was dope. Looks like they're fleshing out more components for the ships finally. That card was for thrusters. Yeah, I don't like the wings on that, man. That looks hot. Peggy, you look hot. Corsair without wings is just a freelancer. Okay, now we got two people saying it. Definitely reminds me of a submarine. Good vibes. Yeah, it really got that sub vibe on it. If the asymmetrical wings actually served a purpose instead of just looks, it would make more sense. I mean, do we know that it don't? I don't know. You know, that lower team and all those guys back there that be writing this stuff, they might have something that we have not thought about. But, you know, everything doesn't have to be functional. Just like the front of the Cuddy has got those two big, like, things on each side of the nose with the little claws on the side of them. I love them fuzzy dice, and I hope they in the game. They don't have to necessarily already be on the ship. Just maybe you can buy them somewhere. Like one of those, like, novelty store kiosks that they have inside the stations. I didn't get a good look at that either. What was that? That looked like a shower over on the right, maybe. Nah, because they showers usually be super small. I don't know what that is. Maybe a little small storage area. toilet, perhaps. Let's see. Sure looks like Drake. Yeah, it do. Exactly like a boat. Can't wait. Let's see. Matt Grant especially loved the Navy cover in the skipper's quarters. I didn't notice that. I had to go back again and look at that. Let's see. Sean said, at least it's not accommodations like the Cat versus other Drake ships with the crap under the bunks. They do be putting the toilets next to the, like, in weird places on the on the Drake ships. Like whichever Drake, is that the Cuddy Red or one of the Drake ships where it's got the toilet on the bridge of the ship? Like that would be horrifying. Somebody has to take a real bad dump in the middle of an operation. It just got nerve gas in there, killing everybody that's trying to work. And yeah, they do got the bunk by the bed in the other one. That's a party foul, y'all. Let's see. Let's see, Crimson Fire. I like the Corsair. The wings are a bit much though. Man, we getting a lot of people just not feeling the Corsair wings. That's what made the ship for me. I seen that and I was like, I gotta have it. But y'all not feeling it, huh? Let's see, Johnny Mendoza. Once they deliver Pyro 4.0 and proves to work as intended, I'll go buy Idris or something. Not the flex, but for my support. That's what's up, man. Keep the project rolling. Keep it rolling. Big old Idris. I got what's the one that's the biggest one, whatever the biggest one you get. I have no clue what I'm gonna do with it because right now, our whole org. Actually, yeah, we could fill up the ship, but man, we would have to all be on it at the same time. Other than that, I don't know what I would do with this ship right now. Let's see. Those are the tractor beam arms and the Cuddy wings. Yeah, Shady Face. I did look at that last night. I was getting off the ship and I noticed there was some text on there and it says something about tractor something. I forget. It was 3 words. One of them was tractor. I don't understand how it works. So we'll have to see on that. If you got a breakdown of like how that's supposed to work functionally, I would love to see that. Because right now it just looks like some little clawed up components with some shields on the side. So yeah, I'd love to see how that works. Which is so weird because it's different than the old Cuddy Black. The old Cuddy Black, like you have to go out the back at the rear by the ramp, and then like say you're facing out the ramp, like just above you, there would be this thing that would come down, and that was the tractor beam, which made sense. I don't understand. That makes sense because you tractor something into the hold of the ship. If you got the tractor beam thingies in the front, where's I guess you're flying with it and like holding it, flying and holding it and dropping it off somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, I'd like to know more about that. Got some info? Hit me with that. The fuzzy dice, let's see, Death Factor. The fuzzy dice is supposed to be one of the cockpit flare slots. Do they got slots? I just want to put my stuff anywhere so that we're not like looking like variations on a theme, or just, you know, everybody has their flare in either this spot, or this spot. I just want to put my stuff anywhere, like I do with the whale plushie. Sometimes I like throw it on top in front of me or on the side, little center console. This is the hotness. I want to go back right here, that first thing. So yeah, what was this right here? This keyboard, what was that for? UI car. Oh yeah, wait. One of you guys just says UI car system and engine test. What is that for? What is this keyboard for? That thing flipped over. I don't even know what that's for, man, but it looked hot. I like it. I like it a lot. See, this thing, I mean, maybe this specific thing ain't the solution, but we need some kind of solution that'll prevent people from just running up your ship ramp as you're boarding your ship. And that'd be dope if they had something like this where it would create like a little security ring to keep people out, something like that. I don't know that that's the best solution, but, you know, just kind of made me think about that. Let's see, how many Princess Pony? How many more years you think SC going to be in development? Boy, that is hard to say. I mean, the best I can do is, man, I'm gonna look at that again. The best I can do is give like a minimum. I think a minimum 3-4 years. I mean, they got Squadron going on at the same time too. Minimum 5 years for me, but I don't know. That's just a blind guess, man. There's so many moving components in this thing that it's hard for somebody that's not working there to make anything but just a wild guess. Let's see. Death Factor, Princess Pony, as many as it takes. That's right. Any more anti-lure in the works? Love those. Yeah. I got like 5 of those written. It's just the problem is I need other people to help me out with those, and it's so hard to get people to, commit their time to something that they're not getting paid for. That's how it wasn't film, man. That's why I love leaving. I hated being on sets. I hated film is such a collaborative effort that you have to depend on so many people. It's just so much easier depending on myself. So when I have these videos like SC Anti-Lure where I need other people, it's just it ends up delaying the hell out of stuff. But I'm gonna get to them. Let's see. On the Cuddy, those are for tractor beams from what they've mentioned before. That's right. Corsair wings might contribute to its flight in Atmo, though I'd like to see its wing get symmetry. Really? I mean, that's the whole thing, man. Why y'all hating on their wings so much, man? I want to take X-Wing. Look, dude, we got an X-Wing, man. We have an X-Wing. Now we need, I don't know, what do they call that? It's not the A-Wing. I don't know. It looks like something in Star Wars. I'm for the wings. Thank you, Gearhound. Right on. Somebody's a fan. Your shames. I'm a fan of Corsair wings. All right. Now we got some people, man. Was that the vocal minority before? And the pro wings people are just now coming out to play. Let's see. Death Factor Corsair looks great. All you symmetrical goons can go buy a Scorpius. Why they had to be goons, man? But yeah, man, we got a Scorp for that, man. Team wings, that's right. Let's see, old man Zim. I can see the wings getting trimmed in order for the Corsair to fit in forward-facing hangars. They probably just contract or something, fold in. Let's see. Crimson Fire, I think that a good portion of the missiles are located in a large wing for Corsair. That could be right about that. They didn't show us any missile locations on there. Shady Phase, the Corsair is for exploration of other people's cargo holds. Is that right? And tractor beam in back of the Cuddy is still there in a compartment above the door. Is it? Because I don't think it is physically. Because before they changed to the bigger model that we got right now, it was physically in there, and it used to come down with the push of a button. But if it's in there now and I've missed it, that is crazy. I saw crazy. Oh my goodness. Yes, where the bobbleheads. Let's see, Death Factor is where the bobbleheads go, flash, fuzzy dice go, that type of stuff. All right, that's fine. Maybe. Now I want to put my bobblehead where I want to put it, man. I don't want people telling me where I can put my bobblehead at. I just want to throw it wherever, man. On the back of the seat behind me, behind my shoulders. So I got like look like I got a little devil and an angel on each side of my shoulders, 2 bobbleheads. Just anywhere. Looks like NPC typing. Well, hell, man. That's pretty intricate UI for NPCs only. Let's see. This is so clean UI stuff. Yeah, it is tech. Kinran won't keep people out, but will allow you to pull a gun in restricted areas. That's an idea. Because sometimes you need to use your guns. Not use your guns, but like pull them out just for like to put them up into your ship. Into the gun racks, into your armories. Bam! He get put on his ass. Let's see. Yeah, the new UI cars look pretty awesome. I think it'll help bring landing zones more to life. Yeah. Yeah, I would love to see. I mean, because we got the NPCs in the hangars and stuff, but I would like to see them doing stuff besides just sitting around, taking a stroll around the hangar, around the perimeter. And let's get some chatter, man. I mean, that's for the whole game, really. I need some chatter between the NPCs. Some kind of, I mean, they don't have to be like just specific back and forth conversations. Just some vocal ambiance, man. I'm really missing that right now. Let's see. Dark Side of the Wall, 5 years, but I'm having fun already. Yeah, that's the thing about it, man. Having so much fun, it's not even out. It don't have to be out for us to have fun. We do that every single day. 11G, I think once we get pyro, things will start to move much faster, assuming the feature creep slows down. I don't think there's feature creep. I think this is all planned. This is all part of a plan. This ain't on accident. This ain't spur of the moment type stuff. But yeah, I mean, by the time pyro comes out, we'll have all the tech that we've been waiting on. So yeah, it's definitely gonna speed up. Y'all be hating on the wings, and wings is lovely. Let's see. Star Citizen's production won't stop. Chapters of Squadron 42 will be completed. I wonder, are they strictly working on like the main tech that they have that they'll need for Squadron 42 and like stuff that overlaps into other chapters, or is this mainly just the tech that they need to get it rolling and then the stuff specifically for Squadron 42? I wonder how much is written for the other chapters of Squadron. Let's see, Star Citizen, okay. That's fair. I'd buy a Scorpion if it had cargo. A cargo fighter. Corsair looks like the Twilight from the Clone Wars movie. Not familiar. Twilight. I can't remember that one. I want to know everyone's thoughts on BMM. Dude, the BMM is solid. That's the joint right there. I'm looking forward to that more than any other ship in the game. And then next to that, the Genesis Starliner. Let's see, 11G. I daily drive an MSR. I'm on board with asymmetry. Daily drive that joint, man. That's what's up, man. I used to daily drive that joint too. I love it. It's a great ship. It's a bit like for purposes of like going to bunkers and stuff like that. It's a little long to get out of the ship. I'd probably use it more if they had an exit closer to the bridge. Like it don't even have to be a proper exit. It could be like on the first deck and this I can't even talk. The Genesis, I mean the Starfarer, the refueler. You know, if you go on the first deck and go straight through the middle, there's a docking hatch, and you could just open it up and drop down. If the MSR had that, it would make it much more easier to get in it, well, at least out of it, make things a little bit quicker, and I would probably go back to daily driving that a little bit more. But for me right now, it's been the 400. The 400, or if I really want to get something done, then the Cuddy Black. Occasionally the Freelancer. I mean, like the vid I just dropped yesterday, man. Those are the workhorses. Those are the beasts that get things done. Just about anything done. You can fight in it within reason. You can load up vehicles in them. It's quick to get in and out of them. A buddy can rock with you. I mean, they're so versatile. I need some more of them, man. But with a nice conversion van type of interior, something a little more cozy, more cozier, more comfortable than a Misk or a Drake, but not ostentatious like an Origin ship. Give me a Space Winnebago Lone Star ship. Let's see. What's up, Steak Finger? Yo, you had them guys dying on your name that time when we were streaming. Clown shoes. Y'all be coming up with these names, man. I bet the gravity inside ships makes the bobbleheads not function. Nah, I'm sure they will. Just by virtue of what they are. I don't think they'll play by the same rules. Because if that was the case, they'd fall over unless they got suction cups on them. Which, man, maybe they do. I don't know. Corsair is looking good. Yes, sir. Adam Soto wish it looked like the concept art. Corsair? Has it deviated much? That's not one I followed very closely. But then again, there's guys that be like so microscopic in their in their just watching this stuff, man. Like they'll tell you, man, it's changed this many half meters. 1.5 meters. I don't know. But they'll tell you everything. But this, oh yeah. How did the relay system? Yes. This right here, this is such a big thing. I don't know how this just got kind of drifted by this. Yo, this is the start of something big right here. So we actually have an engineer telling the bridge that he's giving it all. I'm giving it all she can take. In a bad accent, just like I did. But yeah, man, where all the systems is in place and they're connected by the different nodes around the ship, and one section can affect the other, and you can just kind of shut them off from affecting the rest of the ship. Man, they are like an engineer profession. Oh, it's gonna be so clutch in the game. Let's see. Have the hangar guards complement your ship. That'd be tight, man. Just pull a gun on one of the hangar guards. Get in the ship. You work for me now. The Crimson Fire, don't get me wrong. I like the asymmetry. Wings feel too big. That out to me, like, they could even be a little bit bigger than me. I don't want no little penguin fins, penguin arms on a ship. That would look ridiculous. All right, man, I gotta get something to eat. I done worked out and came straight back here to find that the video had dropped, so I had to hurry up and get going for the live. Oh man, I'm gonna have to slow this down and take a look at this, because this is jeez, a lot of stuff to unpack right there. But I appreciate y'all hanging out with your boy. It's not a stream without you, so thank you. Much obliged. Oh yeah. Little side note. Sunday, I haven't made a video about it. I don't know if I'm gonna make a video about it. If I do, it's gonna be something simple. But Sunday, I'm giving away the Anvil Centurion. Probably gonna say 5 p.m. Eastern. So look out for that. And all you're gonna do, it's gonna be the same thing I say in the rules video, is you're gonna meet me at a specific place with nothing but your. Actually, you can bring armor. Just don't bring no weapons. You're gonna meet me. Just bring no weapons. You're not gonna want to bring any weapons or any armor, because there's a good chance you're gonna lose it. So remember, you're gonna meet me on the game, 5 p.m. Eastern. Send me a friend request at that time. I ain't gonna take any before that, and then I'll invite you to the party, and that'll get you into the in-game giveaway for the Anvil Centurion. So keep your eye on that. Anyway, thank you very much. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good rest of the Thursday. Salute.